Welcome to Top 10 Counting.
Subscribe and click on bell icon.
Today we show you
the 10 strongest kids in the world. I don't mean to brag, but sometimes I can take all the groceries in from the car in one trip. It doesn't exactly make me a world-class strongman, but sometimes it's pretty impressive. Less so if I've only bought only one thing, but the 10 kids that we have below are going to absolutely leave you flabbergasted at their strength. We've got world record holders in all kinds of categories. And if you think this list includes only boys, think again, as several young girls have made their strong mark on the world. Most of these children started working out as soon as they could walk. For one individual that was taking too long, so her father tied weights to her when she was in a crib so she could work her muscles. There's also one kid on the list that suffers from a medical condition that causes him to grow muscle incredibly quickly. Sounds more like a superpower to me. Two of the entries on our list are related. One brother and one brother/sister, meaning you're actually about to read about 17 kids that are going to make you feel awful about missing your morning workout. Some of them even have badass nicknames like Little Hercules, Little Arnie, and Supergirl. To add diversity to the list, we've also tracked down kids from all around the world. Romania, Ukraine and Russia are just some of the countries below that have helped spawn some super children.
Number 10.
Liam Hoekstra, condition gives 50% more muscle. When Liam Hoekstra was adopted, his parents were warned that there could be medical problems because he was a premature birth, but as he was growing, all they found unique was that he was eating a lot of food, but was not gaining a tremendous amount of weight, probably because he was using all that feed to turn into a beast. By the age of 5 months, Liam was able to support his own weight and do an iron cross move. By 8 months old he was doing pull-ups, and at 9 months was going up and down stairs. Hoekstra suffers from myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy, which causes his muscles to grow quicker. This condition is rare and was first discovered in 2000. The condition leaves him with more than 50% more muscle than other kids his age. He could do rapid push-ups at the age of 3 and does not appear to have any medical issues. Hoekstra also appeared on the show World's Strongest Toddler. Hoekstra is currently 9 years old, and it was also reported that he was a pretty damn good wrestler on his school team. I suppose being half superhuman probably has something to do with that.
Number 9.
Arat Hosseini can do press-ups with 15 pounds on back. Arat Hosseini is the youngest person on our list, but that just makes him all the more adorable. He may only be 2 years old, but he's already turning heads with his abilities. Hosseini currently lives in Babel, which is located in Iran's Mazandaran province. You may also be amazed to hear that his parents say he just practices for around 10 to 20 minutes a day. Videos posted of Hosseini show him being able to complete full 360-degree spins on a trapeze. If that wasn't impressive enough, Hosseini has also been shown doing splits while also holding all of his weight off the ground. Hosseini has also been seen doing press-ups while holding a 6.5 kilograms weight over his back. Despite the weight being over half of the average weight of a typical 2-year-old, you can imagine Hosseini makes it look like child's play.
Number 8.
CJ Center, sold workout DVDs, doesn't lift weights. While there are a lot of people on this list that lift weights like it's going out of style, CJ Center avoids lifting because he knows it can be dangerous for younger people. And when you consider he came under attention when he was 10 years old, back in 2011, you can definitely understand why he would be concerned. Instead, CJ has built his jaw-dropping body through eating healthy foods and other means of exercise. When talking about his diet, his dad Carlos said, "He doesn't really eat candy. I have no idea why." CJ is also known as the Workout Kid, a nickname earned after his workout routines were posted to YouTube and he began selling workout DVDs. His exercises are geared towards making working out a fun activity for kids his age. You can imagine he has good motivation for wanting to stay in shape, as he has said his goal one day is to play in the NFL.
Number 7.
Jake Schellenschlager, still getting jacked, can deadlift over 400 pounds. Schellenschlager took inspiration from his father, a former bodybuilder, when he started hitting the gym at 11 years old. When he was 14 years old, he entered a contest in Pennsylvania where he bench pressed 205 pounds and squatted 225 pounds, while only weighing 119 pounds. He was also able to deadlift 175 pounds at the age of 11 and now is able to deadlift over 400 pounds. When talking about his motivation, Jake said, "I keep lifting to get better and better. My goal is to keep progressing and to eventually be able to deadlift 4 times my body weight." Jake also announced on Instagram 4 weeks ago that there is currently a documentary in the works about him.
Number 6.
Cosmo Taylor, training since 11, 6.5% body fat. When it comes to bodybuilding, it's clear that there is amazing talent all over the world. In Britain, there may not be a more eye-popping young bodybuilder than Cosmo Taylor, now 16 years old. Taylor's father and sister, who is 4 years old, are both competitive bodybuilders as well. Cosmo is just starting to get to the age where he can start entering competitions, but he said he has been training since he was 11 and has never suffered any significant injuries. When talking about people's reaction to him, Cosmo said, "Some people want to see my abs, see my arms, they think it's really cool. Some people even want me to be their personal trainer. I think it's quite funny, but they're always supportive, asking me if I've got any events coming up. There's a really good atmosphere." Taylor recently took to Instagram to show off his muscles, as well as brag about his 6.5% body fat.
Number 5.
Kane lifted 308 pounds when he was 12. Nicknamed Little Arnie. When you get the nickname Little Arnie, how do you not get included in this list? When Kane was only 12 years old, he became the strongest boy in his age bracket when he lifted 22 stones, 308 pounds, which was more than twice his own body weight. The previous record was 236 pounds. So Kane clearly was beasting it on this day. Kyle started kickboxing at the age of 4 and by the time he was 9 was a black belt. When talking about his love of weightlifting, he said, "I just want to be as muscly as I can be. Hopefully one day I can train in the Olympics or compete in the world's strongest man, but failing that, I'd like to be a professional bodybuilder like my dad. People may think I've been pushed into weightlifting, but I wouldn't do anything I didn't want to do. I do this because I love it. Other kids my age hang around the streets. I like to train. It feels sensational to have broken a world record. It's not something many 12-year-olds can say they've achieved, but this is just the beginning. I want to keep breaking records and setting a new world record every year if I can." At the time, Kane was able to shift 600 pounds with his legs, bench press 200 pounds and deadlift 309 pounds.
Number 4.
Varya Akulova started training when she was 4 days old. When Varya Akulova was born, it was clear that her parents had big plans for her. Her father Yuri and mom Larisa were both professional weightlifters that met each other when working in a traveling circus. Yuri started training Varya when she was 4 days old, saying in an interview, "I was determined right from the start that our tiny Varya would become the strongest girl in the entire world. I tied heavy bolts to her arms and legs, so that as she moved around in her cot she had to use her muscles." When she was 18 months she was participating in the circus. By the time she was 4 she was able to lift 56 pounds and by 5 she was able to lift an astonishing 196 pounds. She's only moved up from there and at 14 years old was able to lift 660 pounds. Some experts believe her strength also partially comes from special genes that were passed down through her ancestors. When talking about her life, Varya said, "People might think it's strange to find I'm so strong. They probably think I should be into clothes, makeup and music, girly things like that. But I'm happy with my life. I just have to be careful around my friends. Though, I pushed a boy at school who was teasing me and he flew several yards through the air. I don't know my own strength." She continued, "I enjoy it all. The training, the traveling, the competition and the crowds. I love my life, and one day I will be an Olympic champion."
Number 3.
Richard Sandrak, 600 push-ups, 300 squats, and 1% body fat. Richard Sandrak is from the Ukraine and began exercising at the age of 2. He is considered by many people to be the original strongest boy. By the time he was 6 he could bench press 180 pounds. When Sandrak was growing up he would routinely work out with his father, though I don't think anyone would blame his father if he could not keep up with Sandrak's daily regimen of 600 push-ups and 300 squats. It is no wonder he had a body fat of under 1%. Sadly, Sandrak was not the happiest child and has said he did not have time to establish friendships because he was too busy working out. Nicknamed Little Hercules, he also appeared in the documentary The World's Strongest Boy. Sandrak is now unrecognizable, working as a stuntman at Universal Studios' Waterworld show.
Number 2.
Dylan and Jessica Best, exercises 240 hours a week. Dylan and Jessica, along with their father Nick and mother Collie, appeared on the TLC show The Strongest Family in the World, probably a pretty good precursor to landing a spot on this list. In the documentary, it is claimed that the family trains up to 240 hours per week. Dylan routinely deadlifts 130 pounds, and when asked about it said working out is like my coffee in the morning. If I don't do it, I don't feel right. Jessica is 46 pounds, and 5 years old. It is recommended they train with 1-pound weights, but she can lift up to 100 pounds. Nick is also a regular competitor on the strongman circuit, which is also where he met Collie. When talking about his daughter Nick said, "People think it's weird that Jessica can lift double her body weight, but she loves doing it and she isn't hurting anything," proving that she truly is a 5-year-old. When asked her motivation for working out, Jessica said, "I wanna be like my mommy because she's pretty and strong." Nick eats 10,000 calories a day, but he is far from the only one to beef up in the food department. The whole family eats constantly, including 10 dozen eggs every single week.
Number 1.
Guiliano and Claudia Stroe, just look at them. From Romania, Guiliano, on the left and the photo, is dubbed the world's strongest boy. If it isn't clear from looking at him, Guiliano says he loves pumping iron over the summer so that he can make a shocking appearance when he returns back to school. In 2009, he recorded in Guinness for record fastest ever 10-meter hand walk with a weighted ball between his legs. If that wasn't impressive enough, he could also hold the human flag 1 minute, 32 seconds and do 41 muscle-ups. Father Lulian Stroe moved them to Florence by showcasing them in a show, but the plan was not a success. As a result, they moved back to Romania and are dealing scrap metal. Their plans are to move to Britain in hopes of getting more attention. Many people have called out the family for making the boys train in an unhealthy way, as the father constantly pushes them to exercise. Younger brother Claudia started following in his brother's footsteps when he was only 18 months old. While not as impressive, he can do vertical push-ups and human flags, as well as the splits in between metal rings.
Thanks for watching.
Like us, comment, share and subscribe us.